Guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, you're welcome. My name is Emi. I'm a Nigerian food and lifestyle blogger and I make videos from Lagos, Nigeria. But today I'm somewhere different, you can tell. If you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, you would have seen that I am in Maputo, Mozambique. So I came here yesterday and it's been fun. I feel like I've been away from my family for like 5 days already because I miss them. And I remember in my last travel vlog, which was I think the trip to Dubai, a lot of people were asking me, Emi, how do you manage your family when you're away from them? Or what do you put in place before you leave? And I decided on my next travel trip, I was going to film to show if there's anything special that I did that you can take from. So which is why this video is here. Things that I do before I leave the house as a married woman with responsibilities. So if you like this video, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe. Also, follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, so that you get more updates, because you get more updates quicker before I come to YouTube. You know, it takes time before we edit the video and then upload to YouTube. So I will be uploading on Instagram first. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! The first thing I do when I know I'm going to be traveling is I make a list. You can always tell yourself, oh, I'll remember before I go, but not lie. You will forget something. So I keep this list just in case. I use it to shop. I use it to arrange my my luggage, and then maybe just a day before I leave or on the day, I check this list again to make sure I have everything, because I hate when I travel and I've forgotten something at home. Something so tiny but important like eye pencil. Quick story time. There was once a time when I was planning for my wedding. I was going shopping in the UK. So you guys, I got to the airport about to board and I realized my passport was expired. I want to cry. It was so painful. I had to go back home. So I had a valid visa but on an expired passport. So I always make sure I check my passport. Since that day, I learned my lesson. I also always like to take extra passport photos with me. Like, you never can tell where you will be needing one, because we're going to Maputo. It is visa upon arrival, and you will need a passport photo. So I'm trying to take one for it. Also, before I leave, I make sure that the house has been deep cleaned, because you don't want that in your absence you start getting visitors, and I don't want my husband stressing cleaning and dusting and all of that, because he's going to be having his hands full with Tito taking care of our son. I also do laundry for myself. I do laundry for my son and make sure he has clean clothes, like enough clean clothes to last the whole week I'll be away. I also make sure I iron, so not just is everything washed, it has arranged so that on Monday daddy knows that this is the outfit for Monday, Tuesday this is the outfit for Tuesday. I think it just makes everything easier. You know, when you are on a normal day, we both do the school runs. Months like, oh, I'll do the meal, he'll be taking care of Tito, maybe give Tito a bath. But because I'm not around, the work is going to be double, so I just try to make it easier for him. I remember when I just started traveling and I would leave Tito, leave my family, I just used to feel so bad. I just used to have a lot of mommy guilt. I remember the time I traveled when Tito was still breastfeeding. I just left the guy like that. I felt bad, but mommy has to do what mommy has to do. Over time, I found ways to deal with feelings like this. It's not as bad as before. Also, I try to double up on my work before I leave so that I have videos even when I travel. Oh, and on this particular day, I was just watching the Hallelujah Challenge. It's been going on for the past couple of days on Instagram. You can follow Nathaniel Bassi to see. One of the worst things you can do as a mom is to travel and to leave your family hungry. So I try to do a lot of shopping, make sure we're not lacking milk, cereal and all of that. Make sure the house is fully stocked before I leave. not just fully stocked with grocery items. I also try and meal prep. So I cook in bulk. I have my standard bulk cooking that I do, which is just stew, beans, jollof rice. Because I feel like with stew, he can eat, my husband can make rice, he can make yam, he can just do anything with stew. There's beans, he loves beans, and he's not a big fan of soups, he's not a big fan of eba. So I just do a bit here and there so that he has something to choose from. But this is just the standard meal prep I do. Also, I try to make sure that I make enough food to last even beyond my trip. So if I'm going for 3 days, I make sure I have food enough for like 6 days, so that immediately I come back from the trip, I don't have to start entering kitchen and cooking. That can be very stressful. Imagine you're coming from a long journey and you get home and the fridge is empty, there's nothing, no, but enough, so that when I come back, even me, I can enter the fridge and be like, please bring the egusi outside, let's warm it, I want to eat eba. Just makes everything easier. Just before I travel, I try to spend a lot of time with my son because I know I'm not going to be around for a while. So we do a lot of cuddles, we do a lot of talking, and sometimes I explain to him that I'm traveling, but I think sometimes he has no clue what I'm talking about. I just enjoy spending that time with him before I travel because I know I'm going to miss him a lot. Also, I try to plan the outfits I'm going to wear. Before, I didn't used to think this was a big deal, but lately it has become an issue. Like, if I don't plan my outfits, I get on that trip and I am frustrated because I just packed too much that I don't need, and when I get there I can't even pair some of the outfits together. So I try to see what needs adjusting, and I try to pack items that don't need ironing because I don't like stress. So I try to pick easy items and just things that will make me comfortable on my trip. This goes without saying, but I also dress for the weather and for the time of the month. I really don't enjoy the process of traveling, which is getting on a flight. I really don't like flying, you guys. It makes me very, very nervous. But since I know be wish, I guess enter aeroplane to get to my destination. If there was a way you can just appear where you're going, I would take that option. So because I feel homesick and I get nervous on the plane, I download a lot of Yoruba movies and then some videos from my favorite YouTube channels, vlogs and all of that. I download them, at least 5 hours worth of content, and I just watch it on the plane. Watch till I sleep or watch till I get to my destination. So that's something I do that really makes me comfortable and just makes the trip easier. On this trip to Maputo, we're going to be using a lot of Google apps because I'm going with Google Africa, and I'm going to meet other influencers from Kenya, South Africa, and other African countries, and we're going to be using these Google apps on the trip, especially Google Translator, Google Trips, Google Go, Google Docs, Google everything. We're going to be using them on this trip. Maputo is a place where they speak a lot of Portuguese and a lot of them don't speak English, so we would have to communicate somehow, and I find that this Google Translator really helps. Google Maps, you guys know by now, Google Maps is awesome, so I can't wait to explore more of the Google apps on this trip. Something I didn't show but is very important that I do, I take my medication. I take for body pain and I take for my allergies and I take Imodium. You don't want to be running around the airport with running stomach. I hate it. It has happened to me before. So I always take those 3 with me, and then I cover myself with the blood of Jesus and pray for a lovely trip. I'll see you guys in Maputo. Bye.